Hello chums, and a very good afternoon. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. It's Friday. Yes! Woo! The weekend is almost here, and we're very excited because we've got loads lined up for you over the course of the final 2 shows. Launch day come up a little bit later on. A little birdie tells me that we had quite a busy wake-up call this morning. Some template library or other was launching, I think. I don't really know too much about it. Oh, that thing there. We do still have, if you have just joined us, a very limited stock of that available. We're not going to be concentrating on that on the show, but if you have come to the show to get the brand new green template library, it is still available just, I believe, so do check the web for that. We are here, though, for a masterclass, all Christmassy themed, and before we get into that, must just tell you that over the course of this weekend, we are being uber generous, as we seem to be quite a lot of the time. We're giving you the opportunity to get an extra 20% off your shop. There is a code. That code is July 20. You can use that on everything excluding July launches. So a nice way for you to be able to fill up your baskets, get that extra 20% off. And the good news is with that as well is it's multiple use, so you can use it today, get shopping, pick up a few bits and pieces, come back tomorrow, see something that you like, maybe that you missed, and think, oh, I'll use that code again. Marvellous, eh? We've also got on the website our throwback event as well, so do check that out if you've missed any of our sort of recent launches, things which you may have seen and not yet picked up. Check that out. Because via that throwback event, you can still use the code too. So lots of reasons to shop over the course of the weekend and lots of ways to save with that code July 20, July 20. Now, as I have said, we are here for a masterclass, Christmassy themed. If you're wondering as well why we are both in the pink today, as it were, I got the memo that Craig sent out. Apparently, Craig, is it World Barbie Day today or something?
Well, it's celebrating, of course, the release of the Barbie movie, isn't it? So
yes.
a lot of the world anyway, well, me, you and Liam within Crafter's Companion have gone pink.
Yeah.
So
it's supposed to be a really good movie, actually.
I've heard it's meant to be really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Nothing to do with Margot Robbie that's in it, of course.
Margot Robbie.
Mm-hmm. Don't act as though you didn't know that she was in it.
No, I don't know who she is.
Do you not? I know her from the Neighbours days, of course. But
She's
yes.
Neighbours?
Yeah, she started in Neighbours.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ah.
There you go. Yeah, she started in Neighbours. Yeah, absolutely did. So yeah, that's why we are adorning the pink attire in celebration, of course. It's a little bit of fun, but of course today it has been all about, well, 2 things really. Our expansion pack green, which launched, as Ben said. There's just a little bit there you can't see. I didn't warn you over the last week or so. I did give you the date as to when it was launching today. But of course then we're going to go into Christmas now.
Yes.
We're going to have a look with a Christmas masterclass. Now hopefully you're going to enjoy what I've come up with. Some of the things I've come up with a little bit different, Ben. Maybe not necessarily the way that the concept was initially designed, just to get you the most out of the products. But here's a few finished samples of some of the items that we're going to be showing you. These are our character gift card holders. Now this has been used in a different way. We've got the Santa Claus as well. These have been used within the actual cards, but we've got a snowman as well. We've got a couple of other ones, characters that you're going to be able to use. We are going to use the Santa Claus first of all when we come back within the first demonstration. We are then going to have a look at our aperture stamping dies.
Ooh, wow.
So that's where these cut in. I'm going to use that cross. We're also going to use that in a little bit of a different way. But because these are aperture dies, that means that they cut into your card, so you can come along and do all your concepts if you want to.
Really?
Twisted easels. Maybe you want to come along with some of the acetate that Ben's going to show you. And then the first chance I've got to properly work with these ones here, I adore these, are festive frames and sentiments, which you said you'd never seen.
I've never seen them, and you told me that they launched, was it last week?
Was it last week or the week before with Corin and Debbie Fisher?
I missed those. They're gorgeous, aren't they?
They're really, really nice. We've got loads of other things on the show as well. Really going to jam-pack this show full of demonstrations to give you some ideas, some inspiration. Maybe you've already got the products and this is going to entice you to then bring them out and use them in a little bit of a different way.
Absolutely right. And if you have got the products already, let us know how much you love them. Tell everybody else why they should be picking them up today. We've got some amazing deals for you too. One which has already popped up on the screen, which I'll tell you about in just a second. As always, you can get interactive with us. We are live and interactive across the world. So do say hello. We've got Superstar Susie on the socials, and Evelyn Kiefer already in saying hi again from beautiful Colorado. Carletta Morris says hello everyone from Arkansas. Hello. Jennifer Dawn Smith says good morning from the State Fair in North Dakota. Oh, What's going on there then? What happens at the State Fair? Let us know. Lynn Morton joins us saying, afternoon, Ben, Craig, team, social, and all the Crafters TV team from Newcastle. We have got Dean and also Jamie steering the good ship Craft this afternoon. Donna Yam says, good morning from a sunny Florida. Teresa Campbell is in saying, good morning, lovely Crafters from Illinois. Karen Wells Sorrell is in from Kentucky. And Gareth Dobbs says, good afternoon, Ben, Craig, our social media superstar, and all the team. Hi, Ellen Hayes in Florida, and Carolyn Wilson in Florida, and Joan Adams from Las Vegas. And Alicia Gordon says, good morning and greetings from Arkansas. The Barbie movie debuted here in the US today. Nice vest, Ben. And Craig. Ben, hope you are feeling better. I am feeling better, thank you. Yeah, I had my little operation on Tuesday. I was feeling so out of sorts on Wednesday, but do you know what? Crafty Bestie over there stepped up, came in covered for me. Andy bought me loads of little treats as well. So,
of course.
Thanks, Mr. Craig. He's
You're
lovely.
welcome.
He's lovely. Lynn says, good afternoon. Hashtag go live, Granny. Cindy Condi says, I've just got the template library. Very excited. I did not miss it. And Rhonda says, hello, Ben, Craig, CTV crew, Team Social, and all my wonderful crafty friends chatting and crafting today from Oak Park near Chicago. It is going to be a lovely, lovely day today. Keep the comments coming through. Keep the hellos coming in as well. Let us know what your Friday is looking like, or indeed looked like if you've already done Friday. Maybe you're one of our Australian viewers, because Friday's probably nearly done for you, isn't it? Let's get started with the deals, though. My. Why?
Barbie.
What?
Well, I don't know. It's
No, you said Delilah
really
again.
got Barbie on the brain today.
Oh, Barbie.
I don't know why.
I thought you said Bernie. Bernie. My. Look at the deal that you've got on these Christmas gift card holders. Ridiculous. £12 if you're a platinum member, or $15.20 for... Now, at this price, I was thinking, oh, maybe you'll get like a couple. But you're getting all of the sets here, which is, four sets in total. And what you're going to get is the ability to create these really super cool and cute gift card holders, or indeed like little message reveal holders as well. Now you get all the dies to be able to create your Father Christmas. You've got your template in there as well to be able to create that the pocket as well, and then you've also got all of the sentiments in there too. You're right over there, Craig.
It's like he's covered in soot.
Is that what you're laughing at? Oh, yeah, I can see that now. Yeah, he's come down the chimney. He's got stuck. And yeah, when Santa got stuck up the chimney, he began to shout, "You boy, what was it? You girls and boys don't get any toys if you don't get me out." There's what's the next bit?
I've got soot in my sock. I've got. No, soot in my...
there's...
soot in my sock.
The soot in my
sock.
Beard. Oh, when Santa got stuck up the chimney. Achoo, achoo, achoo. Yeah. Whew. 9 minutes in. You're welcome, everybody. Luckily, the bosses aren't watching. So there's Father Christmas. You've also got your festive snowman in there as well, and this is the one that always makes me. Laugh, because on the board he looks a little bit terrifying. I've got to admit, but when you actually, you cut him out.
I've not seen these boards before.
Hello, Craig. He's a little bit terrifying. Craig is wetting himself. A little bit terrified on the board, but if you
just a bit.
Cut him out in white, he does end up looking like a snowman and not something that haunts your nightmares. But you've got all of the dies again in there and the template to be able to create the character and the holder and the little piece to be able to pull the gift card out. All of your sentiments are included in there too. So you've got your Father Christmas, you've got your festive snowman. Next up is your stocking, your Christmas stocking. I think Craig's back in the room.
Yes.
Once again, your template to create the little holder, and then you've got all of your decorative elements and that little pulley there. So again, gift cards, little message you might want to put in there as well. I haven't broken it, so I need to slot it back in, get in there we go. And you've got little presents and ties and even little sentiments here too, and lots of little stamps to coordinate with that. And last but by no means least, there you have got your present. And that's where this is quite nice also, because I suppose the stockings and the snowman and the Father Christmas, yes, Christmas time, but you're going to be using this one year round. I think it's just such a handy collection to have, a handy set to have, just for the fact that, you get certain people who are difficult to maybe buy for, kids of a certain age when they want, gift cards. A bit rubbish, isn't it, when you buy a card and you throw the gift card in and it's just like rattling around the envelope. This is a way to be able to create a really wonderful project and have that gift card nice and secure inside your project. £12 for the lot, which I just think is incredible. £12 or $15.20 is your platinum price on that set. And we're going to have a look at that with Craig in just a second. Few final hellos for now. Shaddai says, good morning, my Lord Ben and Craig. Great to see me. Two best friends this morning. Lovely that you're with us, Shaddai. Mary Beth Doyle's in from Minnesota. Sarah Brown says, hello, Craig and Ben. Both looking very handsome today.
Thanks.
And Laurie says, good morning to all. A glorious day here in Hilliard, Ohio, the place that looks like a tractor. My birthday today. Oh, well, happy birthday to you, Laurie. And I took a walk, happy I can, as I'm still recouping from spinal surgery. Well, sending you lots of get well vibes. And Terry Anderson also joins us from Ohio. Good morning, Terry. Let's get into these then. After much hilarity, your first demo is it with Father Christmas?
It is indeed. It is indeed. So we're going to use these in a little bit of a different way. Although what I was doing last week is the one that we finished. I've got you a few other different takes as well as to ideas as what you can do. Let's have a look at a few finished samples, because with the snowman, this is the concept of them all.
Yeah.
Because within each one, you get that template that you can create that little pocket. So then you can then pop your little gift card that we can see. There is the little die cut slots in each corner there. So you're going to pop your gift card in, and then all that you're going to do is just slot that back into place. But really nice, just topper for the front of your card if you want it to be, like I'll show you in a moment. But then what about on the front of a door hanger as well?
I was thinking more that was going to be over the top of a bottle, actually.
Or, well, actually, yeah, you'd be right enough. That's exactly what it would be.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you didn't score that, Ben, then that could be over the door hanger. Maybe personalise it if you want to. On the back, you can do that. You could have Santa on the front, and then you can have, this one's made by Terry, you can have Santa, please stop here, something like that. You can do that. Really cute. No problem whatsoever. There's the Santa Claus ones that I showed you there a moment ago. And again, because these are dies, this means then, Ben, that you can cherry pick whichever colour that you want. So if you want to go for that pastel feel, I think originally was Santa Claus not green?
I think he was, green.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently it is because of the red Coca-Cola drink that turned red.
Oh, there you
go. That is the story that's going about. But yeah, you can then pop them onto the front of your cards and your projects. You can still do all your different concepts, your easels. You can make them into little cards if you want to. You don't have to necessarily use them within that gift tag way. Or then what about making a little card and a box and then using it on the front as well as a card.
That's nice.
And to pull it out as a little message or gift card, whatever you want, you can do that. And as you said, all throughout the year. You imagine that with your silvers or your gold, anniversaries and weddings and all these celebrations would look absolutely fab. And these really are straightforward to use. What I would say is, I'm not going to use them in the way that they're intended. However, you do get a 7-step instruction sheet included, and these have been featured a number of times in the past on Crafters TV. So go back onto the YouTube channel, Crafters TV, you'll be able to see how these are used within that gift card forum. In saying that, there's an element of that gift card where I'm going to show you just shortly how you can use it. But what I am going to do here is I've just taken some of our festive red. This is just our, it feels like linen. It's actually a red 12 by 12 texture cardstock, Ben. And what I'm going to do, just to save a little bit of time, you know what I'm like, I will always say, where possible, die cut your 2 layers separately, just so that each layer gets that nice, that rounded, that nice, crisp, clean cut. I'm going to contradict myself here, and just for the sake of speed, what I am going to do is do them both together. So I'm just going to tape that one down. Then what we've got is we've got all of these additional dies too. So there's his beard and his moustache. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with that main one here. So let's take that.
Yeah.
Now, if I cut that bigger, no, I need to bring in this piece, that's why I put that in. So I like, no surprise, to use linen, certainly within this one, because it gives you that textured feel when it comes to either his suit or his beard. And then what we've also got here is we've got what will be his face and his nose.
Okay.
So I've gone from, chucking it at you.
You are, watch out.
Chucking it, throwing it. So I've gone for, you know, kind of a skin tone colour.
Oh, yeah.
Taping that one down. What I'm then going to do is I'm then going to go into what looks like an eye, and it's not. What this one is, the band of his hat, and then his little snowball for the end of his hat.
Ah.
So that, I'm going to go in with another piece.
Do you need the one you chucked over?
Yes, I do, actually.
There.
I do. So we're going to chop that one up. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, I see what it is now, like the...
So this is then going to be his belt, and that is his eyes, or his eyelids.
His eyelids are on his belt?
So you can see there.
Yeah.
So his eyelids are on his belt, because both of them you're going to cut in black cardstock. Of course.
Yes, of course.
You can mix the colours if you want to, but what we will be doing for the sake of this one and essentially the instructions on the sheet, the belt and the eyes for Santa are going to be black, so that's why they are together. Same as, if I bring this one in, if we go back to this one here, Ben, that one there is going to be his facial hair, and then that is his moustache. So that one there, both of these are going to be white, so that's why they're together.
That's very clever, so we've thought about it.
We have, yeah. We've done that. So within these ones, because we're able to cut them all together when it comes to our dies, I'm putting on my A4 platform. You'll have seen they're going to go through the junior one, no problem at all. You'll just need to do them in stages because of the size. You do get some sentiment stamps, and within each set you also get a Christmas word die. For instance, this one, it says Merry, and then that's going to work in with the sentiment stamps. So let's just take this one off here. Take that one off. So we've then got his beard and his facial hair. We've got his nose and his face. We've then got his belt,
his eyes,
his eyelids here. Then for his hat, the little snowball for the end of his hat. What we've got as well, which is then also going to be for his belt, that you can see here.
Build it all up now.
And then what I'm going to do here is let's take these two here, so I don't need them, I can pop them away later on. So if I move that out the way, and then for this one, I'm going to kind of make it either into a card, Ben, or what about a name placement for the Christmas dinner table?
I like that idea.
So I'm going to come in with my Santa hat here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that up against my box lid of my scoreboard. It can be the base, it doesn't matter. It's just giving me a rough idea. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to score about ½ an inch from the top. Doesn't need to be exact, it's just a little bit so that I've got my little hinge there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my tacky glue. And then I'm just going to put my little bit of tacky glue over the top. I'm going to come along and layer that over the top just here. I'm going to press that one in. Now this can also be a 2-for. And what I mean by that is this can be a Christmas placement holder plus somewhere to pop a little lottery ticket.
A lottery ticket?
Card, the Christmas dinner table, my mum always puts a little scratch card.
Do you know what? We've started doing that because we used to do like Christmas tree presents, you do at the dinner table, and they used to be such like little rubbishy things. So we started doing scratch cards.
It's a great idea. It's a great idea.
And we made our own crackers last year as well.
You could do it in the crackers. So you can put them into here, and I'll show you that just shortly. Because what we've now got is, if I bring that face on, we've got our card blank. Of course, we're going to decorate it, but if you want to just use them within a card blank, you can absolutely do that. It's going to fit in a 4x6 envelope. So what we're going to do is, if I go back inside here, now this I'm going to leave as it is, Ben, because I want to pop something in the 4 die cut corners. Although I'm going to layer up the front here, I don't really want these little corner cuts here. So all that I've done is taken another piece of red card. You can just draw around that bottom half of the template and cut around, or of course you can just cut another whole one and chop off the top. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go along, I'm just going to add my adhesive. This is going to stabilise it as well, but we're just going to pop that in. So I've now eliminated those 4 little corner cuts. But then what I can do is then I can come along and I'm going to use foam pads and flat glue for this. And then we're going to go in with the beard. So the beard's going to go onto there.
Yeah.
And then I'll start to build it first, and then I will start to commit with the stick in a moment, just to give you the idea. So then the face is going to go on.
Yeah.
We're going to put the band for his hat.
Yeah.
Then the little snowball for the end of his hat. Now, if you were lucky to get the puffy snow, start to use that, or your faux snow. But then what we've also got is his moustache there, which is going to go in foam pads.
Yeah.
We're going to put his nose into place.
Yeah.
We're then going to bring his eyes in here.
Yeah.
And then you can have fun with the positioning of the eyes.
Kids are going to love this as well,
They are
aren't they?
going
The
to
grandkids.
absolutely love this.
What a great activity to
Go in
do
with the
then.
band.
Yeah.
We're then going to go in with that centre part.
Yeah.
And you get the idea how you're going to start to build it.
That's
So all
brilliant.
that I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it out the way for now, and then I'm going to assemble that once again, but with my foam pads and the glue.
So good, this, isn't it? And just seeing is believing. I know, Rhonda, you've just messaged saying, OMG, I've just looked at the price of these. Holy moly. Holy moly is right.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. He beat me to the punch there, didn't he?
Oh,
Just to say as well, it's definitely a 4-piece collection. I know it says 8-piece on the graphics. It's 4 sets you get. You get the present, you get the Father Christmas, you get the stocking, and you get the snowman as well. But listen, it's a great collection. Hi, Barbara says she's got the green template library. Marvellous news.
Excellent.
Laurie's joined us from Pennsylvania. Carol Dunn says good afternoon from Cornwall. And Sarah Brown says news coming in from Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
This Flaming Galar has the green template library expansion pack and a few other goodies. They're on the way down under, mate.
Brilliant.
Good news, mate. And Shadiah says, do you know what, Shadiah? I thought this as well, you know. She says, Hottie Scotty Craig, you look spiffy hot today.
Oh.
Is there something extra special going on? I mean, you do look, because you've got your smart shirt on, the tie's on, the hair is beautifully coiffured, you're tanned as well. You're looking, mate, you are looking wonderful today, I'm saying that.
Thank you.
You are looking great today. Have you dressed up especially for me or what? Yeah, is that what it is?
Actually, it was for Lily.
I knew it. I knew it.
No, I knew that we were on together, and I just
thought we'd get smart.
I just thought I would just get smart.
I do love the tie. Is that a new acquisition as well, the tie?
Can I just say, and I'm going to shamelessly plug here,
Oh, there we go. Are you on commission or something?
River Island,
The whole shebang?
lot. I bought it last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell you a quick story. Went to River Island, I got some River Island gift card. That's my expensive store, River
Yeah.
Island. Love that store. Went to River Island last week in the Metro Centre with my gift card for birthday. Didn't see anything. Went to River Island last night, the one that's at Teesside, just along the corner. Seen all of this. What did I not take with me?
Gift card.
My gift cards.
You...
Wally.
Wally, that is the word.
Absolute Wally.
You Wally.
But yes, all brand new, just for work today.
I never really go in River Island. I might have to have a little look.
I like
New
it.
Look's my shop of choice.
I do nip in there. I do nip into New Look and Next.
Yeah.
But yeah, River Island, that is.
Not New
mine.
Look, that's what I meant. Next.
Next.
Is what I meant.
Yeah,
I don't go New Look at all.
Yeah, I do. I like New Look as well. But yes, I have to say, River Island's my favourite. A lot of my attire that you certainly see me come on Crafters TV with is certainly at River Island.
Yeah. Okay, you just going to say that a few more times?
Just a few more times. I might just clip this out and put it on my Insta story later on.
Yeah.
Just in case, you know.
Just as a by the by, I mean, when I get my amazing waistcoats and my smart attire, I like to shop at Joe Brown's.
Do you?
Yeah, but that's only occasionally because you get quality from them, but it's a little bit more expensive. But yeah, Dean says I'll stick to TK Maxx.
Don't knock them.
No.
You know, a lot of Primari as well.
Oh yeah,
Do love a bit of Primark. Yep. But yes, my good attire is always out of River Island.
Said it again, look.
I did. Yeah. There we go. Last plug.
You watch in a minute. What would the gift card be that he's going to put in here?
That's where my gift card went.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no. But look at that. All that I was just doing there, Ben, was building that together. And that is how simple it is if you want to make it into a card, a table placement setting. You can still come along and put a little gift card in there for the Christmas table or a lottery ticket. What about coming along and making it as a topper for your sweet bags that we can see just here? You can do that. They are fresh as well at the supermarket. They've not been sitting in my cupboard for a couple of months. You know, so you've got that one there. Then this one, this is the one that I was meaning beforehand, where if you just want it to be a card blank, so you can write your message in there. Or then what about coming along and personalising them? So come along and personalise them.
Yay!
So you've got Ben, you've got Craig. And then for tonight...
Wait, what the... Is that for the Euro Millions?
For tonight.
Whoa!
Yeah. Gangle.
What?
That one there is gamble responsibly.
Oh yes, of course.
But yeah, what about a little scratch card or lottery ticket?
That's a lovely idea.
That one, it is for tonight, because I thought we'll be live on here when the results are announced from the Euro Millions.
It's about 7:30, isn't it, tonight?
Something like that. So then there you go, Ben.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Split 50-50.
What, so if I win, then I share it with you and vice versa?
And then if I win, I just keep the whole lot, because I made them.
What's the jackpot tonight?
I'm not sure, actually.
Millions, says Jamie. Yeah, that's such a cool idea, though. I really, really love that. And you've shown it actually in lots of different ways that you can use it for all sorts. Just having a look at my numbers here.
I know. I literally, Ben, I put them behind my back, and you know when you just cherry pick, right, that one's mine, that one's Ben's, because I didn't know.
Well, is that how much it is for a ticket now?
Yeah. I know. And I bought you all those goodies when you were not feeling well.
Oh, yes.
Feeling flush that day.
I know, seriously. But what a great demonstration and some lovely ideas for you there as well. I am keeping that close to my person. But if you want to get this collection, seeing is believing here, just to show you the 4-piece collection that you're getting. As I say, just ignore that. It's 4 sets that you're getting here. You've got your Father Christmas, and with each one you get all of the dies, you get all of the stamps in there too, and of course the template. So you've got Father Christmas, you have got the snowman, you've got your cute little Christmas stocking as well. And even like Craig was saying, nice just to like reveal a little message in as well. If you didn't want to put a gift card in there, if you just like that idea of a message reveal, these are fantastic. And then lastly, you've got that present. And again, that you're going to be using year round for all sorts of different occasions. Think of all the cardstock that you've got, currently. You could use that maybe for an anniversary, or maybe as a present for a new baby, whatever it might be. But it is a 4-piece collection of stamps, dies, and templates for £12. Seeing is believing, folks. $15.20 is the platinum price on that if you're shopping in the US. Do not miss out on this collection. It is a great opportunity to pick up something just a little bit different today. Jimmy Geddes has joined us from a hot southern Spain. And Clarice Trudel on YouTube says, good morning. Ben and Craig, good morning. Clarice says, you guys look fabulous. Thank you. And Sandra Dunder says, Ben, Darlington Retail Park has next and TK Maxx. I prefer to visit Home Bargains and the Range.
Oh, love the Range.
Yeah. Find some of our stuff in there sometimes.
You can do, yeah. I was looking at it the other day.
And Lynn says, Ben and Craig, you both always look fantastic. Well, thank you. I think, we always try to make sure that we scrub up smart, ready for these ear shows. Right. Christmas gift card holder collection, that's proving very, very popular. This next set, I mean, come on. Let's get the details up, Jamie. This next set. The Abstract Stamp and Die Creator Card, 3-piece selection, £6.40 or $8.80. 70% off here. Have we gone and lost our absolute minds? Producer Dean's gone, we're just feeling generous, it's Christmas. It's July. Listen, Do you know what? I'm just showing you the products. I'm not worried about the price on screen. If that's what they're saying it is, that's what it is. But you are getting an absolute steal with these. These are going to cut into your project for you, and they are absolutely brilliant if you love to do a little bit of paper piecing potentially. If you love to create the most stunning shaker cards, these are absolutely brilliant. If you like to do a little bit of colouring, you could do that too. But you can see the detail that this amazing cross that you're going to get is going to give you with one pass through your machine. You get the stamps to go with them as well, so you've got peace and joy, rejoice and Merry Christmas. Nice as well that, you know, when you are cutting it in, you'll get lots of little bits and pieces too that you can keep for paper piecing, embellishing, for your shakers as well potentially. But look how beautiful these are. The festive angel. Do you know what? The snowflake, which I'll show you in a second, and that cross I recognise. I do not recognise this one within the set at all. And how stunning is that? That die made up of stars and circles and foliage and flourishes, creating that beautiful festive angel. Once again, so much versatility with these, and you will get the stamps which say, Oh Holy Night, Silent Night and Joy to the World. 2 for $6.40 or $8.80 is ridiculous. 3 for that price is just insane. Look at that beautiful snowflake. And do you know what? I think we have done some fantastic snowflake stamps and snowflake dies over the course, you know, of the time that I've been here, certainly. But this is another one of those, isn't it? That looks the absolute business. So much detail here, cutting into your cardstock. Quick, easy cards again you'll make with these, but quick, easy cards that look so, so stunning. You've got Winter Blessings, Let It Snow, and Baby, It's Cold Outside as your 3 stamps there. £6.40. or $8.80. I mean, if you're buying that in your platinum in the UK, that is
bonkers.
Well, it is bonkers. It's about £2.13p per set, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, Dean.
Oh my God.
I just didn't even think about that. You've also got, and you can use it on this show, July 20, that code, JULY20, use July 20 and get another 20% off. It's everything excluding July launches, so you get another 20% off that. That is another £1.28 that comes off that price on the screen there, which will take that down to £5.12p for the set. That is crazy, Jamie. That is crazy. And if you like this set and that last set, you're around about, if you use the code, you're around about 15 quid, I think, something like that, ridiculous, for all of this and all of the gift tag set as well. What are we even doing? We're going to have a look at this set because I've got a feeling now people are going to be getting that in their basket and checking it out. These are the kind of sets, Craig, aren't they, that especially for beginners, you're going to be creating really amazing Christmas projects quickly, but they look so professional.
Absolutely, they really, really do. And I'll show you over 2 takes where you can keep them very, very simple in the concept that are intended, and then we can elevate it that little bit further. So if you want to spend that little bit of time being a little bit more creative, you can absolutely do that. What I am going to do, forgive me guys, Ben, can we go back to you for a second? I'm going to have to put this fan on. It's rather hot.
It is warm in here, isn't it?
So can we just go back to you just for a second?
Absolutely, yeah. Whilst we're back over here, we can say good morning to Christine Mahoney. Says, good morning, Ben and Craig. Yeah, a day off with my 2 favourite guys. Thank you, Christine. We love you too. Lillian Kwok says, I've never liked the snowman as he looks so sinister on in black on the boards. Yeah, he does look a little bit sinister, but once you cut him out in white and you build him as an actual snowman, he does look very cute. But I take your point on that, Lillian. Also, hi to Catherine Bennett, who joins us from Leek in Staffordshire. Sue Cummings says, good morning, everyone from Chestertown in Maryland. Hello. And also hello to Coletta Cooper, who says, good morning all from Kansas. Hopefully you're enjoying the deal so far. If you have not yet got these items, you're missing a trick if you're not picking them up today. Honestly, if you've already got them, tell everybody else what steals they are and why they need to be getting them today. Christmas has come early here at Crafters TV, and we're going to have a look at these now with Mr. Craig. Which one are you going to look at?
Right, so we are going to be having a look at the Foliage Cross.
Nice.
We're going to look at that one there. On the website, on Shop the Day as well, we do also have some pastel cardstock. Okay. I think it's an A3 size.
Yes.
So I've taken some of the pastel green and I've cut this one down to 3.5 inches by 5.25 inches. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the cross. Now all of these are your abstract dies because there is no outside cutting edge. So therefore what's going to happen, Ben, is that's going to cut into your card and it's going to stay into your card. So bringing in my die, I'm going to position it as central as I can. You can, of course, go on at little wonky angles if you want. But I'm just going to then press that and hold that into place. We're going to use our frosted, we're going to use our magnetic that's there, and then also our top plate. As you can see as well, depending on the size of cardstock that you use, you're going to be able to do this within your smaller, i.e. your junior or of course your MIDI die cutting machine. What we'll do is, before we crack on, to give you the idea as to the sizes of the card, let's show you a few of these finished samples first before I go any further. Because what you can do if you want to, draw around the die and then just fussy cut, or just cut straight lines, and then there is a separate die cut component, and a nice way of using it. There is, in its concept form, being cut into that navy pearlescent cardstock. This is the same, it's been cut in, but then it's been framed with some nesting dies.
Nice.
Look at this one here. So die cutting it a number of times all over the background.
Cool.
And that's because it stays within the card.
Yeah.
So die cut it, move, die cut it, move, die cut it, move, and then just keep going as far as you want. And then I did show you that one earlier on being a twisted easel. Here's another one where you can create your backdrop, but then you can get all inky, of course, depending on the card you use. Template library, because these cut into your cardstock.
Oh, yeah.
Use these into any of those concepts within the template library. There's another one again where it's been cut into card, but then it's been framed. And then there's the angel again, white multi-purpose, and then just gone over some water reactive inks. So depending on the size of the cardstock you use, you can do smaller 4x6 diddy little cards, you can do separate components, or of course you can go big and create a big background. So now that we've die cut that first one, what we're going to do within this is take the whole lot out.
Yeah.
And then what we can do is take all these little bits out.
Keep them.
Now you can keep them, and we're going to do that in a moment with another piece of card.
Yeah.
So for the sake of course, our show, I don't need these, so I'm just going to decant these ones to the side for now. And then what I'll do, Ben, to start with, is let's show you these in the concept forum. So let's go in. Now I'm going to go in with my die cut piece, and then I'm going to use my tacky glue. You can use your adhesive sprays, or if you've got your double-sided adhesive sheets, if you've got any, and I don't think anyone does just yet, left over of your dotty tape runner, you can use that one. Or of course, as I like to use, my tacky glue, and I just do dots and a sketch over the back here, just so that I can infill some of these areas. That, I've created just a little matting layer, and that's a black matting layer.
Yeah.
Now, by the end of it, if you do what I'm about to show you in a moment, you won't see that black here. However, doesn't it work?
Absolutely
it
right, yeah.
It works really, really well. It works an absolute treat. And I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but don't ever, ever be scared to use black, because it really does work. So then what you can then do is then you can then come along. I'm not going to assemble this just yet because I'll go into the next stage. But pop that one onto there. I've got the sentiment that's also included from the set. Leave it like that, and then that's it done. It's
that's
simple,
fantastic.
it's elegant, it's fantastic, and you could get a couple of pound or dollars from it. But what we are going to do is let's come in with a bit of green cardstock. So this is just from our 12x12 texture, and I've got some of the brown as well. I'm going to take the green to start with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through the green cardstock, Ben, but all these little bits that came out before that I've just discarded, I want to keep these because we're going to paper piece them back in.
Very good. So lots of different ways that you can work with these dies, isn't there?
Lots of creative ways. These will work with on your foil press as well.
Oh,
so
nice.
Can you imagine that? I know you and Debbie had the foil press yesterday.
Did. Back in stock in the UK. Flew out the door.
Not surprised. Not surprised. Something like that, although it's detailed, because it's just the tip of the die, you're literally looking 3 seconds, 4 seconds for all of that fine detail to be foiled. But then if you do your adhesive sheets on the back, your gilding flakes, your glitter, all of these, your spritz, your inks, all of these you can start to use. So all that I'm going to do now is I'm just going to be careful at this bit. If you like to use the hold and release sheets, if you've still got them that Corin likes to use, you can use them. I don't. I just like to go in and just do it kind of the older way and just have fun and pick them out. So all that I'm going to do is let's bring this one. I'm going to carefully bring that in. I've got bits here. So all that I'm going to do is peel that one off and peel that one off. I'm going to take that little bit off here.
I'm just looking at that cross as well, because Hannah's asking, do you think you could get away with using that do you think you could get away with using that cross at Easter? Or is it too Christmassy? I don't think so. It's built up a foliage, isn't it?
It has.
Easter cards, I think, definitely, Hannah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a really good one as well. Easter colours would work well.
Yeah, yeah.
That would work really, really well. So all that I'm then just going to do is I'm just going to go in, and then I'm going to pick up these little bits here, and then we can then infill them. So I'm just going to pop them into place. So pop that one in. We're going to go in the next one. Now with the green, all that I'm doing is the holly. So I don't need to worry about all these little red berries. So then we can then keep on going. So within this one here, I want to say I think it was this one here.
Do you enjoy paper piecing?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. It's one of those that I just sit and just relax and chill and paper piece. And sometimes I'll do a full part. Yeah. As you will see within the one that I've already done here. Some, like for instance this one, Ben, although the one that I've done, I've completely paper pieced. Yeah. For this, you might just want to do the holly. You might just want to do the foliage. Yes. Or just the berries. Yeah. You've got that option.
Do you know what? It's such a good point, and it's a simple point, I know, but I mean, I've done a little bit of paper piecing. I've made a few cards that way, and you always think you have to, well, in my mind you do, you have to paper piece everything, but it's such a great tip that actually you can choose little areas or sort of accents, can't you? Because I think that can look really effective too.
Sometimes the cherry picking the sections can look even better than actually doing the whole entire lot. For this one, as you can see, what I'll have done 2 tones of green that you'll see in a minute. The little leaves will be a darker green, and then the actual foliage, the branches parts, they're going to be this brown, and then the little berries that I've already done, they're then going to be our red. So I'm just going to lift that one up here, and then what I've got is all the bits that I want are thankfully still in place. So I'm just going to come along, I'm just going to move that one out the way, and then where I've got all of, it's like these little pinecone foliage parts, we're just going to pop out, pop that one out, have a look at that one here, and then you can then, as you'll see as well just shortly, if you love paper piecing, that's great, but then you can then start to elevate it even more. So I'll talk you through that just in a second, but what we're going to do within this one is we're just going to pop that one in to place here. Yep. So just nudge it in, let it slot in. I always like to use my Collal tacky glue. If you've got your Stay Sticky glue pen, that will work as well. So you've got that option. Or if you use, once again, your double-sided adhesive sheets on the back, then that's going to be nice and sticky.
Did I dream that they came in and then like disappeared very quickly, the double-sided adhesive sheets?
I think they did,
They've gone, haven't they, I
think they did. They really, really did. Flew out, absolutely flew out. And then what you can then start to do, you would then carry on going, but then what you can do, I'm just taking a random holly leaf here just to show you my idea before I bring in the finished one. If I bring in, Ben, I'm going to bring in my stamping mat, and I'm going to come in here with my ball tool, and then if you go into the back of your holly...
Is that your stamping mat?
Well, it was mine. Do you know what? This was mine that I used solely when I done my videos for the craft kits.
Oh, okay.
And so it was always nice and clean every month I'd done filming, and then someone found it and nicked it, and then kept on using it, and it got really, really dirty for my filming.
Certainly well loved that mat.
It's well loved, that one, isn't it? Well loved. But yes, so I've just kept it here because I've got one at home.
Double-sided adhesive sheets are still available, Superstar Susie on the socials tells me, so that's good news.
Oh, are they?
I thought they'd sold out.
Oh, I thought they'd sold out. I know we've got the foam pad A4 sheets.
No, double-sided adhesive sheets are still available, apparently. Crack on, everybody. Get those before they go.
And then what you can do is then you can then paper piece that whole lot flat.
Yeah.
But then why not come along, Ben? Now, this isn't the actual holly for this one. I'm just doing this just to show you, to give you the idea. But then come along, I'll do it so it looks a little bit visually better, with your foam pads or your glue gel and start to elevate it.
So paper piece and decoupage?
And decoupage.
Yikes.
Decoupage together, which then once you've done that...
Oh, that's brilliant.
Is then going to give you that decoupaged feel. Now, I have gone flat with the holly, and then I've also gone and raised it with foam pads so that I can see the green underneath. But look at that. That has gone in with 2 shades of green. Green for the holly, dark green for the little leaves. Foliage is the brown. The little red berries are, of course, in red. So you can keep it cut in that abstract way. Paper piece it flat, all of it or some of it, and then paper piece, and then you can come along and decoupage certain areas if you want.
Yeah.
And then all that you need to do, now this isn't one of our new inserts, this is an older one, but I didn't have our new ones at the time. So what I've just done is grabbed one of our older ones that came within the vellum sheets, just to finish in the middle, just here.
I'm hearing mumblings in my ear of demo of the day already being called here.
Really?
Yeah, producer
Wow,
Dean.
what a compliment.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
I won't lie, it did take me about 3 hours to do this small card.
Did
so yeah, yeah. And then foam pads on the back, but I've used some of our shedless glitter card, Ben. So as much as I love my dry adhesive, it can be a little bit temperamental on something that's coated like a grainy shedless glitter.
Yeah.
So my foam pad are going to give me that instant stick, and then what I'm going to do is just do a little squiggle of my tacky glue on the back.
And I knew you were going to use tacky, but just explain again why you're using tacky in this instance.
So, as I was saying a moment ago, the foam pad, what that's going to do is that's going to give me the instant stick.
Yeah.
But what will happen is your dry adhesive, your foam, even your tape runner or your double-sided tape that I look, because that's a grain coating, because that's your shedless glitter, anything dry, certainly if the card's sitting upright, it's in a hot room, it's got a tendency of just falling off. So what I like to do is, you could have used your glue gel if you wanted to, like Debbie does, but you know that I prefer my foam pads. So what I do is I still use my foam pads, but I'll do a squiggle of my tacky glue. What that then does is the foam pad gives me the height, the foam pads then give me that instant stick, but then the tacky glue, it dries into the foam pads, it dries into the grains of the shedless glitter card, and then that's going to make it strong, sturdy, tough, and it's not going to fall apart over time. So that's why I pop that one on. That can go over the top just here. This is 5x7, by the way. Gone in with the Rejoice, which is one of the stamps. You've got Peace and Joy, you've got Merry Christmas and Rejoice, and that's just in this one. And then I've got a little space here, which is perfect, because then what I can then do is come along, pop that one there, and a different way to use our abstract Stampin' Dies, keeping it clean and simple to start with, which would work, but then just lift it, elevated it, either with your flat paper piecing or your decoupage with your foam pads or glue gel, and it's a nice sophisticated way to use it.
That is a first for me, I've got to be honest with you. I've seen decoupage before, I've seen paper piecing, but never seen paper piece decoupage, which I think that looks absolutely incredible. And I concur, Dean, that could be a front runner for demo of the show/day. Dan Cadman says, just purchased the gift card holders and the abstract dies, along with the template library and loads of spare Gemini plates. Get those deals today. The template library is still somehow hanging on by a thread. I've no idea how, but I can't understand how that's even still here. But it is I'll show you these again. The abstract stamps and dies. These are just ridiculous. It's £6.40, £8.80. And remember, if you use that code July 20, you're not even going to pay that price. You're going to take another 20% off that price on screen. So that is another £1.28. Or $1.76, I think it is. It's going to come down by another 20%, however you do it. But look, you're going to get all of these in the bundles for that price. It is 3 dies, 9 stamps in total, and incredible, incredible things that you can do with these. That card is stunning, Craig, says Cat Butt. It will make a baptism card or confirmation card. Absolutely. As we said, Easter, Christmas, confirmation, baptism. Absolutely right. Nikon is saying, stunning mate, Craig, that I mentioned that holly leaves have is absolutely lovely. And remember, you get the 2 other Stampin' Die sets that I've just shown you there alongside the cross that you're also getting in the collection. 3 dies, 9 stamps. That is an absolute steal, everybody. Charlotte just saying, good afternoon all. My crafting lovelies from here in Herne Bay. And Jean F says, Ben and Craig, hello from a lovely Encinitas, California. Have I said that right? I think I have. My, Craig looks smart. That's what I said. He's like pulled out all the stops today.
Guys, stop.
He does, he does.
Red.
He looks really super duper smart, doesn't he? Very smart. Listen, we are going to give you, I think, opportunity to get your carts and baskets checked out. So use that code July20. Don't forget, we've still got stock of that template library available for you as well, including the showstopper. And when we come back, more Christmas goodies for you as well. Shop the show, shop the day, pick up the deals, because there are many to be had today. We'll come back and we'll see you in about 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Hello, I'm Ben and I'm one of the presenters on Crafters TV. So my presenting journey started when I was about 18. I started working at a holiday park here in the UK. Our US viewers might not know it, but there's like a holiday park called Butlins. So what's involved with being a presenter? Well, my day-to-day kind of is ensuring I know everything that's on the show. Ensuring that the guys that I'm working with obviously are happy with everything that's on the show. And I kind of feel like what I do, I'm sort of like the glue in the show, if you like. There's a bit of a crafty reference for you. So kind of listening to the guys in the gallery, the producer, the director, I'm sort of always listening to what they want me to do whilst the crafters are crafting. So I feel like I'm there as the glue, keeping sort of everything, as it should be. But I also think my job is to have a lot of fun, which I think I do on most days. Get the viewers interacting. Because we always love to hear from our viewers, and I think that's one thing that we do here that you don't get anywhere else, is that interaction. So I think on the shows where I get the opportunity to craft, I always try and have a go, because I always think that if I can show that I can do it as like a real newbie base level crafter, then hopefully that'll inspire other people to have a go as well. I'm always inspired by Craig, because again, he's such a talented crafter, as our guys, as I say, all of them are. But he has obviously had a lot to battle with as far as his health is concerned. I always say this about Craig, is if I'm having a bit of a bad day, I always think about Craig, because he's not been so well recently, but he'll never come into work and sort of moan about how bad he's feeling, and with all of the health issues he's had and the operations he's had over the years, he's a big inspiration because he just gets on with it. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. He didn't half go on that guy, does he? Seriously, yikes.
That was a short version.
That was the short version. He was chatting on and on and on. Apologies that you had to see that, and then you come back and have to see even more of me. I couldn't hear what was going on then because we can't hear in the studio. I don't know what was I talking about. Anything interesting? Probably not. Just a couple of quick questions, Craig, if we can, before we move on. Laura's asking, Craig, can you use the glitter glues in place of the foam pads for the leaves, or is it not as reliable as the 3D gel?
Say that again.
Could you use the glitter glues in place of the foam pads for the leaves, or is it not as reliable as the 3D gel? I don't understand that question.
So I'm not, yeah, because you're not wanting to use your glitter glue as a way to raise the L. If you're meaning, you know, instead of putting a die cut piece over the top, if you mean about just popping the glue gel over the top, then yes, you absolutely can do. If you're meaning literally to use the glue gel, the glitter glue as a replacement for glue gel, respectfully, I would say don't waste your glitter glue doing that. Don't waste it. Don't do that. Don't do it. Just don't do it. So if you're wanting to then actually essentially colour over the top with your glitter glue, absolutely, I wouldn't waste your glitter glue by using it as a way to elevate the layers.
Apparently in that VT I was talking about how Craig is a real inspiration.
Oh, was it that one?
Apparently.
Oh.
That's true though, that bit. The rest was probably, you know. Anyway, Hannah's asking, about foil. I know we haven't got foil on the show, but we may potentially be potentially later on, depending on what happens with this bad boy, looking at the foil press again later. But Craig, is there a specific type of foil that we should be looking for the foil press? Does it need to be paper craft, or is multimedia foil okay? I know a lot of people get very confused about this, Craig, don't they?
Yeah, they can do. Clear and simple, as long as it's heat activated foil. If it's cold foil, as in just using with your wet glues, no, that won't work. It has to be heat-activated foil. Then yes, you can use that one. So paper craft certainly is going to be the best one. I know, for instance, ours says multi-purpose, and yet I come along and say you use your paper craft for majority all of it, which is the case. But yes, when it comes to foil, for a foiling system, when it comes to ours, as long as it's your heat-activated foil, for instance, ours, Keith at Paper Dynamics, his is heat-activated foils, then yes, you can do. So that's just what you're wanting to check out when it comes to the packaging of the foil.
Any more questions, fire them in. We will love to hear from you, whether it be a question or a comment. Lots of love for that last project as well. Jane saying, very nice, very elegant. That is brilliant, Craig. The decoupage, it says Shadiah. Love that, Craig, says Christine Mahoney. And morning, Kelly Giambetro says, good morning, you handsome duo. Sorry I'm late, but I'm watching from work. We'll let you off. We just appreciate it. Whenever you can swing by, we appreciate it. Quick look at the pick of the day. Well, the Colour Blend Special Collection, 24 of our artist quality, premium quality, wax-based pencils. These are absolutely, you know from the pencils that we brought you previously, just how amazing these are. They're going to layer beautifully. They're going to blend absolutely beautifully for you as well. And these, whilst not new colours, reconfigured. As we reconfigured the boxes previous to this, you've got a lovely selection of colours within this set. Double points on this today as well, and just worth bearing in mind that you are making that saving of £10 or $13.98, $11.99 or $16.78 is the price on those today for 24 hours double points. Now, continuing back to Christmas, the Christmas Masterclass, this is another absolute corker of a deal from a fantastic Christmas collection, the 'Tis the Season. You've got a 6-piece collection here. It's dies, it's stamps, and it's an embossing folder as well. A much loved collection, this, because it kind of features a little bit more when it comes to the little Christmas birdies and Christmas foliage as well. And this is another big saving here. You should be paying £68, $84 there or thereabouts, but you're at £24 or $32. First one is your holiday wishes. So this is this stamp and die set featuring, and people are very excited, particularly over in the States, the little red cardinal that you have that you've got here. So you've got the beautiful cardinal amongst that Christmas lantern. So you can stamp that out, colour it, use your sentiments that you've got there as well, and you get the die included there too to be able to cut out your stamped and coloured image. You're also going to get the Heaven and Nature Sings. Heaven and Nature Sings.
Heaven and nature sings.
So again, a beautiful stamp that you can stamp out and use on its own, or alternatively, use the die to be able to cut it out, and you've even got the little aperture die to pop in the centre as well with a couple of beautiful Christmas sentiments. Then you've got a cut and emboss folder. This one is called the Yuletide Frame. But actually, I mean, I know that's sort of poinsettias, isn't it? But if you were just looking for a beautiful kind of like floral frame to use year round, then you could actually just colour that in different colours, I think, and you'd probably get away with that. But cut and emboss folder, very, very useful indeed. That's included. You're then also going to get this amazing Robin Redbreast creator card. How stunning is that? Look at the little chubby Robin. Look at him. That is, I've got to tell you, I don't remember that when
Do you not?
no, I don't remember that within the collection.
No?
When we launched it. I know it was there. But that's super cute. So you've got the die to be able to cut into your card, and you've got the outer die as well if you want to cut that out as a panel. Whether, again, you want to do a bit of paper piecing, a little bit of colouring with that as well. It is absolutely gorgeous. Then you're going to get the Christmas Blessing, another one of those stamp and die sets. So that's the beautiful candles and Christmas wreath, the poinsettia, 2 more sentiments there, which you're going to get. Christmas blessings to you and yours, and may the magic of Christmas, may the magic of the Christmas season fill your heart with joy. And then last but by no means least, your wonderful time of the year, which is the pine cones and the Christmassy jingle bells. Oh, you've also got some mistletoe there too. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Wishing your family health and happiness throughout the coming year. It is 6 dies, 12 stamps, and a cut and emboss folder, £24, $32. Big saving on that today, $37.94 or £43.74. Let's get into this. We're going to have a demo with Craig. Are you going to be using the Chubby Robin?
I am indeed.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Do you know what I'm also going to need as well, but I'm going to have to borrow them?
What?
Can I use the pencils that are inside the tin?
Yeah.
Going to use the pick of the day when it comes to these ones here. Thank you very much. Oh, colour blend special edition. Right, let's go in straight away and let's do our die cutting first. So we're going to go in with the die. So let's use the Robin Redbreast.
Yeah.
And we're going to use the die. Now I'm going to use them both together because this is a create a card die, Ben. So then that means it's going to cut in or it's going to cut out, depending on the outer edge, should you choose to use it or not. So let's go in and then let's tape it down. Now this is another one, although it's not overly detailed, it will just fit on the foil press platform. So for this one also 3 seconds. Now obviously that's the back of it. Now you think that great big piece of metal, 3 seconds for that. As you know, in actual fact, let's just take it off. That is very, very little detail that needs heated up. So that is why, if you are using this on the foil press, it is only 3 seconds. I would, do you know something? It's lovely when people say they love to see me doing the foil press because they think, you know, I'm good at it and experienced at it. Please go back and watch Debbie and Ben yesterday because I am not the only one that loves the foil press.
Well, you're kind of the king of the foil press, and I think, you know, we've given you that title for great reason, but it was lovely as well to see, like you say, that all of the other guys use it as well, and Debbie did some great demos yesterday, so yeah, go back and have a look.
They do love it, and they're going to do it in slightly different ways, different ideas from me. So as much as I appreciate you saying that, please do go back afterwards and watch what Debbie done yesterday as well with her knowledge on it.
Yeah.
But let's come in here and take that one off. And you will also be glad to know as well, in a couple of weeks, I think, Ben, you've got a little bit of time off coming up, I believe. Or is it maybe just a few days or something? Or maybe I'm just blethering rubbish and there's a few shows that me and Debbie are on together.
When's that?
In a couple of weeks, I think.
Oh, I'm off at the end of August.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, I've got
that's
2 weeks off at the end of August.
That makes sense because I'm just thinking about my August schedule that I've got. Debbie asked, you asked, and I asked, and your wishes are command. When me and Debbie are on together, Debbie's going to be doing some presenting shows again.
Ooh,
so
yes.
that's going to be believe, in a couple of weeks. Well, at the end.
Debbie Robinson.
Yeah.
Do you know what was fun yesterday? Because we did swap over for a bit, and I really enjoyed it because I got to make a little card. But it was lovely to have Debbie on the presenter side. She's good at it.
She is so
I can't
good.
believe she hasn't. She was saying like she's not done it up until recently.
No, so she done it with me just there at the weekend past.
Yeah.
She'd only done it. She was only meant to do it one show a good couple of months ago, and it was with myself. She absolutely had she was nervous as anything to start with. She had an absolute blast that I actually said to her, I think it was a Sunday actually, I actually said to her, Debbie, see for the second and third show, will I just do your demos and you can present the rest of the day? And she did.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, that's what it did. We've done a full swap. She was brilliant at it, so natural as well. You know, it helps when she does this side as well, so she knows that flow like you do, Ben.
Yeah, exactly right.
But so good, absolutely fab. And yeah, I think she's got another one or two coming up as well.
The thing is, you would just know that Debbie would be brilliant at that because she's got such a fun personality.
Yeah.
And like you say, she kind of gets the ebb and the flow of a show. So I'm not surprised that she's been awesome at that. What was that you were asking, Jamie? Who won Demo of the Day yesterday?
Who did? Who did? Well done.
Yes. It was fun because we had the new topper pads. So Debbie and Nicola have gone, oh, you got to come and make something. So she shoved me over the other side. I had to go, and you guys were very kind to vote for me. So yeah, we had a nice little swap over yesterday. It was really good fun. That's my aim, you see, I think, is to get to a point where, you know, now and again I can craft just enough so that we can have a bit of a swap over. You know, maybe you and I do it sometimes. It's just quite nice, actually. Keeps it fresh. Seeing as you guys craft and present, I should be able to have a little bit of that, you know.
Because we all
multi-skill.
Multi-skill, yeah. I think, you know, because Jan and Michelle, because they openly say, you know, they're part-time as it is, and they love and want to do the crafting, so that's why they don't dip their toe into it. But myself and the two Debbies, you know, we do. So why not? Why not do a little bit of a mix every now and again?
Yeah. Handy to have that skill as well, you know, just in case, like happened a while back, anyone gets stuck in traffic or whatever, and I can, you know.
That's true. That's very true. Although then, you know what that happens then? That just means there's another reason you can get called in if you're needed.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, Craig's not very well today, Ben. Can you come in and do the demonstration of the foil press?
Yeah. Well, I don't think we'll go that far, mate. I'll make a couple of cards. I don't think I'm quite foil press ready yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
What I've done there, Ben, is because it is a detailed one, you can see just here, I'm going to bring it in because I don't want anyone to think that kind of like deceiving you. That's all popped out. That's all popped out with absolute ease. I'm not going to stand here with my brush and my pokey tool and poke it all out. But then what I'm going to do is I've taken a piece of our Nina cardstock. So I'm going to act as though I'm now embossing the die. So what I've done, base cutting plate, and then I'm going to do my embossing mat.
Yeah.
Then what I've done is I've done my die face down into my cardstock, and then we're going to go face down into our cutting mat. Remember, this is magic material. Yeah. This will not cut with the die. It will cut and shred and annihilate if you put all layers together. Please remember, there is never a technique ever where you have the embossing mat and the magnetic shim together. Never. There is not one.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, we're all speaking from experience. You never, ever, ever have them both, because that will absolutely shred and annihilate your embossing mat. So we're going into our embossing mat, frosted shim, and then we're going in with our top plate, and then we're just going to run that one through. And that's going to emboss the lines into the card, but not necessarily cut. And it's going to give us another outline to then colour in, Ben.
Oh, I see. Hi, Paul Princess, getting ready to pop out the door. I had to say, you two guys look very sharp today. I'll watch the shows later. Got my order in. Thank you. Jan Victoria's in from Minnesota. Question which we'll do in a second. And thank you to Sharon, who says, my favourite tag team, Craig the Craft Break Kid.
Yes.
And Ben freaking Moseby.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
That's my new one.
He's
Yeah.
just a crafty boy. Crafty boy. He's
Just,
a
you know what I mean?
boy.
I just need like the fireworks, pyro going from the back. Someone at the back of me just with the party poppers going pew, 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 pew.
I know he's cute. I know he's crafty. He's got the looks.
I could do a bit of Batista, yeah, with the crafty items. yeah. I feel as though I'm more kind of like Roman Reigns, but yeah.
I think with all of your like TikToky and Instagram experience, we should definitely come up with some like crafty ring entrances.
I have got an idea for Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, although if you watch the wrestling, you know that they are no longer kind of a formation. But I have got an idea for some of us on the team that I know it's a lot of fun. Because you got, do you know something, Ben? I can do lots of crafty things on my social, and you guys love it, and I appreciate it. And I know Debbie Fisher's been sharing more, and you love it. Debbie Robinson's been doing loads, and you love it. See, when I put non-crafty stuff on, you guys go mental.
Yeah.
Absolutely mental, and I appreciate that. So because you like seeing these fun things, what I'm going to do more of them. And I've got something else in mind that I think you're going to like at home.
Look forward to
Watch
that, you
this
little
space.
tease.
Watch this space. Right, let's go in. So here, Ben, what we've done is we have kind of debossed all the detail lines. So it's not cut, there's not enough pressure for it to cut the card, but it's just debossed the lines. So what we're going to do is let's go in and then let's have a look. Now, I'm going to use the poppy here. So I'm going to go in, what I like to do, let's bring in, I've got a little bit of scrap here. The pencils come with a point, which is absolutely fine, but I like to smooth my point off. I don't really like it sharp. I want to just get that smooth base to the pencil, so I'm not going to get that scratchy lay down. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in, and then I'm just going to lay that colour down. And there's a reason as to why I've done Nina, because although I'm not going to use blending solution, and this is just my take, by the way, on what I'm away to suggest, because you can use blending solution when it comes to your ink pads. I will get asked, what ink pad do you use? Do you use your alcohol proof? Do you use your water base? So the way that I say it is your blending solution is an alcohol solution. So therefore, if you're going to use your alcohol pens, you're going to be using your alcohol proof ink pad. Your blending solution is an alcohol, so therefore use your alcohol proof ink pad. That's the way that I think of it. You know, it makes sense to me, and it does actually work, of course, if you really do think about the science of it. But as it is, I'm not doing my my blending solution. But if you were, then use your Nina, because once again, alcohol pens, you're wanting your Nina cardstock, and blend with your alcohol solution on Nina.
And just whilst we're talking about differences between bits and bobs, this is sort of totally unrelated, but it's a good question. Pamela wants to know, she says, what is the difference, Craig, between red liner tape and finger lift tape? Is it for different kinds of paper to use on? So what's your take on that? Because I know you like your finger lift. Well, you like both of them, but you use finger lift tape a lot, don't you?
Yes.
So what's the difference?
So your finger lift tape is a tissue tape. It's essentially, it's adhesive paper. So you can tear it with your fingers. Your red liner tape is a plastic, so you cannot tear it. It will not tear it. You have to use your scissors. Well, we'll have a look at that just shortly, because it is a good question. Therefore, your tissue tape, which I use a lot, you know, I don't always have time to use it on air because you need to lay it down and then take the backing off. But you can always tell when I've had a lot of lovely time to prep, because I've got double-sided tape on the back of my demos. But with your tissue tape, it is really strong. It's great for all mediums such as card making, mats and layers, construction.
Oh, so you can use it on construction
as gosh,
well?
Oh, absolutely.
So it's strong enough for that?
Absolutely. It really, really is. It really is strong for that. But when it comes to your red liner tape, it's the properties that are in the plastic that really makes it strong. But what it also enables you to do, Ben, is it's heat resistant. So you can then use your red liner tape with your embossing powders, heat it with your heat tool, and nothing will happen. If you use your tissue tape, now, don't worry and don't fear. It's not going to set on fire because it's a tissue.
Yeah.
However, you do have that worry, that concern that it's going to start to bend, it's going to start to buckle, and it's going to start to unravel. If you really left your heat too long, which you're not going to, you know, you just need to be careful. But that is the difference. Your tissue tape is a paper adhesive that you can tear, and then your red liner tape is a plastic that is untearable with the hands and fingers.
That is a great question, Pamela, and a great answer, Craig.
Very
Thank
good question.
It's good to get these questions because I feel, you know, we've obviously tackled that before. We get new people watching all the time, you know, people that don't watch all of the shows. And also, I don't know if you're like me, but I forget stuff. I forget, you know, I think I know something and all of a sudden I think, I've forgotten what this does or, you know, what I'm supposed to use here. So it's good to be reminded. And
you know, and I don't mean this in a way as though I know all the knowledge, because I certainly don't. But I do have an interest in adhesive and the formation of adhesive. That's how I would jokingly sometimes say I'm an adhesive geek, because, you know, I do have an interest in it. So, that is the difference between the two of them.
So if you went on Mastermind or Craftermind, specialist subject, adhesives.
Yeah. Yeah, between ours and the big brand through in Newcastle that are like friends with Sarah and Simon, Ruth at Sticks to. I just know lots about adhesives.
I keep thinking, you know what James just said, that's a great idea for a feature. There's two things that I keep wanting to do. One is that, like Craftermind, to get the guys on and so they'll have like a minute to answer questions on craft and then a minute on their specialist subject. And we could do like a little competition. Maybe that's something for the socials. I think that'd be a lot of fun. What would your specialist subject be outside of craft? Wrestling?
Yeah, but I just find that's maybe a little bit too predictable. And once again, sometimes I think, you know, no,
but you want to have something which you're,
true.
Which you're good at.
That's very true. Ironically as well, I'm going to go back to my social as well. Yeah. Sometimes I think if I post anything to do with wrestling, or if I've seen the wrestling or that, I think no one's really going to comment. Oh my gosh, the amount of you, it's actually surprising how many of you at home either watch the wrestling or your son or your daughter, or it reminds you of your grandparents or watching them with the parents, and it reminds you of memories and that. And it's a do you know something? It's a lovely conversation starter across on social that it just reminds you. Here in the UK, Big Daddy, you know, I remember with my granddad and that.
I used to love Big Daddy.
But yeah, so yeah, probably that 90s gladiators.
Oh yeah.
90s gladiators.
Christmas, Home Alone.
Christmas films.
Yeah.
Christmas films. Home Alone 2. New York.
What? Just New York in general.
Just New York in general. New York in general.
I did look. A little known fact. I've done a few quiz shows over the years, and I did look at doing Mastermind. I don't know if you guys have anything similar to that in the US, but yeah, Mastermind, I was thinking I might go in for that. But then I looked, and obviously you have the general knowledge round, you have to have your specialist subject, but you need to have 4 specialist subjects to go on, because I didn't realise, if you get through the first round, then you get to the, whatever it is, quarter-final, you then have to have another specialist subject.
Right, okay.
So you need to have like 4 things that you know lots about, so then that's what I thought.
Can I be completely honest here as well, as we all are here, sometimes too honest. As much as I love my TV and I love films, and I don't get as much time to watch them nowadays unless I'm prepping, do you know what I really don't enjoy?
What?
Game shows.
Do you not?
Do you know the only one I ever absolutely loved, and I went to see it live when they done it live, was £1 Million Drop, but on Channel 4 with Davina McCall.
I don't even know what that is.
They had an actual £1 million, and they had 4 trap doors. The couple would be asked a question and they had to divvy it up over, and then if the answer dropped, depending on how much money they put in, if they lost, it dropped. Sometimes they put a whole million, they were that confident that they had the right answer, and it would just drop.
And they'd lose it.
And they'd lose it. Oh my, that was the only one I absolutely loved.
I did not know that about you.
Yeah. Not a big fan with them. So whenever I go home at Scotland and see my mum and dad, you know, they have Tipping Point on and they have The Chase and that sort of stuff. But no, I'm not a big fan of game shows.
Well, you learn something new every day.
There we go. Now, but all that I was doing while we were just chatting about that there was colouring in. So you didn't miss anything. You've seen what I was doing. A little bit of blending within the red. That is the special edition. And then what you can do is once you've gone over all of these areas, this is how it starts to look. Now, at first you might think, of course, well, okay, that looks a bit strange. But what we can then do is let's go in with our black die cut.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to work our way around. And this is where at the start of the show, between the gift card pocket as well as the abstract dies and this one here, I wanted to, we've featured these products a few times here on Crafters TV, and we always get new viewers, which for you guys, this is a win-win because you'll have never seen them at these prices potentially before. But then for you that have already got them at home, we want you to get the ideas and the inspiration. You've got them at home, of course, you're not really going to be buying them again, are you? But we want you to get the ideas, the inspiration, and that crafty fix to dig them out if you've not already got them dug out just yet. So sometimes you just need a little bit different. Sometimes we don't always use them within that creative concept way that they're designed as. And this is why I just thought, right, Christmas masterclass, let's see what we can do differently with some of these items. We've got past shows on YouTube from all of us on the team that you can watch in the concept way, but then overlay that there, Ben, with the black, and that just slots into those recess debossed areas, and it really packs a punch when it comes to the blending. Okay, now I know I'd already pre-done this bit, but it doesn't take long to do that bit of colouring whatsoever. And then all that we're going to do is on the back of this one, I'm just going to snip that little bit on. I've taken the sentiment that's also within the Heaven and Nature Sings. So I'm going to matte and layer, onto a card blank, and that's us done.
Teresa Campbell says, I really wish The Rock would come back to the wrestling just to beat Roman Reigns.
Do you know something? That is for many wrestling fans, and I know some of you at home watching this show with myself and Ben are ones that have commented saying, why aren't, because, and I'm not getting into all of this, but for anyone who wants to know, they are family in real life.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like, why aren't they're bringing them in? But
we thought he was coming back at the Rumble, didn't we?
Yeah.
We got very excited
I
about
thought
that.
he might come back at Money in the Bank at the O2 in London, which he didn't.
But
However,
that's when Cena came back.
we got John Cena.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When I first got married, says Kathy Myers, we used to go every Sunday and watch wrestling at the in-laws. There you go. Who knew wrestling and craft would be such a crossover?
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, Ben, and many of you actually let Ben know in the comments, let Susie know in the comments if you're one of those that, you know, talk to me on social about how you'll sit, you'll craft, you'll watch either past, you know, wrestling bits on YouTube or, you know, you talk to your son or your daughter or your grandparents about it. It's amazing how, I know in this day and age it's totally different than before, but it's amazing how it can bring families together, you know, the older and younger generation. It's fascinating when you hear stories. And then crafting away, what better way to do it? Do you know what I mean?
Crafting and wrestling.
Crafting and wrestling.
Who knew?
You know, there's many a times that when I'm not watching you guys, which you know, Ben, because I've been sneaking in the comments the last week or so.
Yeah, I've been sneaking in the comments a lot recently.
I have been watching.
He has been watching. Is that what's she called that of Monsters Inc? Yeah. Always watching you.
Oh my God, Sheena's show last week.
Oh yeah.
Holy smokes, with the tinfoil.
The tinfoil and the bubble wrap.
I've been doing it. With the shimmer inks, I've been doing it, yeah.
Awesome technique, isn't it?
Absolutely awesome. Now, do what Sheena done last week, but then that can be the background of the die cut piece, or follow her blending and shading solution. She showed you last week how you can then blend with your aqua pens, blend on the background, and then the die cuts. So you're bringing what you watched with Sheena, you're bringing what you watched with Debbie, watch Debbie in the foil press last night, follow her technique, transfer what she's done, but with this die here, they all come together in many different ways, and that's what we're trying to do here on the team as well. We start to bring in parts and techniques from other shows and then just give you as much inspiration as we can.
Looks lovely, looks wonderful, says Cindy Condy. I love this idea, Craig. Craig, that is so good, says Angela Reed. And Craig, that is lovely, says Betty Weaver. Lillian says the robin is all chubby because the worms are plentiful. And Cat Butt says, my dad beat up Shirley Crabtree, that's Big Daddy, in Halifax, UK. They were 13. That's a brilliant claim. Did you know that was Big Daddy's real name?
No, I didn't.
Shirley Crabtree, yeah. And Karen Wells-Sorrell says, that card is so fabulous. And thank you, Betty Weaver, who says, I've just heard a joke that reminded me of Ben. When is a joke a dad joke? You should know because it's apparent. because it's apparent. All right. Do you think my jokes are bad?
Oh,
Well, let us quickly recap on the 'Tis the Season collection. If you want to jump in and grab this as part of our masterclass on all things Christmas, you're going to get all of these stamp and die sets. You've got the wonderful time of the year, which is that beautiful pine cone and the jingle bells with the mistletoe. There is the next one, which is your Christmas blessing. So that's almost like a little beautiful table setting, isn't it, really, with those Christmas candles, the poinsettia and the pines. You've then got the die that Craig has just used, the Robin Redbreast. How stunning is that? If you want to be able to recreate Craig's last demo, that's the one that you're going to need from this collection. You've then got the cut and emboss folder, which is that Yuletide frame. And then two more of the stamp and die sets, the Heaven and Nature Sing, which is the stamps and the dies again there to cut out that beautiful wreath with the aperture, and then that Holiday Wishes, which features that gorgeous red cardinal. It is in total 6 dies, 12 stamps and the cut and emboss folder for £24 or $32. That is a huge buy and another great deal on our masterclass. Another great buy, and don't forget all of these items, save the one I'm about to show you here, but I've shown you so far, you can use that code on, don't forget, July 20 to get an extra 20% off the already ridiculous prices on screen. This one you can't. However, the deal is still incredible. The luxury foil acetate that we launched Sunday before last, wasn't it? It was one of the first items that we launched as part of our Christmas event. Comes with the bows, the 15 pull bows. These are absolute easy peasy lemon squeezy to create. They come flat. You literally just lift up the ends, you pull the tabs, and then you can create these fantastic bows. They've got that holographic detail to them as well. The yellow, the silver, the green and the red. And then you've got your sort of dual tone silver in the middle as well. So those 15 full bows you're going to receive. Then you're going to get all of your acetate, which is just incredible. Well, I say acetate, it's like plastic this. It's 380 micron. It is just gorgeous to work with. For scoring, it's fantastic. For creating your projects with. Go back and watch the launch show of this again. You'll see Sarah creating some absolutely fantastic projects with this. But you are going to get your Winter Wonderland. And I'll show you here. This is a 12-piece selection where you're going to get your holographic acetate. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The snowflakes. I mean, how stunning is that? I think literally one of the best pieces of acetate we've ever done, because you've got that snowflake detail in the gold and then also in the silver. You're then going to get the well, it's sort of like an ice white, if you like, with the reindeer and then the beautiful snowflake. So you've got the kind of bling and the pizzazz, and you've got something there just a little bit more stripped back. And then we also bring you the holographic in your silver. It's just immense, isn't it? And you get that in the gold as well. So that is your first 12 sheets that you're going to get in the acetate. On top of that, you're then going to receive your festive red and green. This again is 12 sheets, 2 different patterns you're going to get. So you've got that sort of, it's like a sort of Scandi pattern, isn't it? If I step to one side, you can see that a little bit better, that beautiful foiled red. And you get that also in the green as well. And then you're going to get the pine cones and fir again in that beautiful red. Just shows up so stunning. And then again also in the green. You're going to get 12 sheets there, 3 of each of the ones I've just shown you in that set. And then last but by no means least, you are going to receive your festive gold and silver collection. Again, 12 sheets, and this is all about that beautiful gold and silver. You've got that sort of snowfall design here. If we still have it in stock as well, you can pick up the festive sparkle and festive metallics, which has got the same designs in beautiful metallic and also glitter cardstock to double up and just work wonderfully with the acetate that you've got here. But you've got it in the snowflakes and the stars, and then you've got the beautiful mistletoe as well, once again in gold and in silver. Everything I've just shown you there. So it is 12, 24, 36 sheets of your 380 micron acetate, and then 15 of your pull bows for just £56 or $68 if you are a platinum member. And one other thing to quickly show you before we take a short little break. I cannot believe the time. This show is absolutely flown over. I was thinking, oh, it's probably just gone 3 o'clock. We've got half an hour left, so I will speed up just a bit. What do they say? Time flies when you're having fun. Last but by no means least, one final quick Christmas deal to show you before we go on a break. Triptych dies. You know those dies that basically create a fantastic scene with ease for £10.40 or $12 instead of £45 or nearly $51. Look at these. Fantastic. You get 3 dies in total to create this really cute little scene. If you decide, you just want to use one of these, you can do, but to be able to create the full scene, almost like you're looking through like a window out onto a village square there, really, really simple again to be able to work with. Kind of again, almost like creator cards really, because with one pass through, line these up, create that scene, add a little bit of colour, get your pens out, colour these in, add a sentiment, you've got a really, really quick and beautiful card. That is your quaint village. You're also then going to get the Santa over the rooftops. This one, again, one of my absolute favourites because I love that scene of Father Christmas and the reindeer flying over the rooftops. And this one is a little bit different because you get the 3 dice to be able to create the scene, and then you've got the die of Father Christmas and the reindeer separately, so you can place him wherever you want him to go on your project. And then you get the Oh Holy Night, and that again shows the beautiful nativity scene. Quite nice, that selection as well, for the fact that you've got something a little bit more traditional, something quite quaint, and then something very, very vintage and Christmassy. So you've got lots of different styles of Christmas, I think, covered off within that set for £10.40 or $12. And also just worth mentioning, you can use your code there as well. So use that code July 20. That is another £2.08 coming off that platinum price, or another $2.40 coming off that US price. It comes off all the prices, but I've just done it for you there. So £2.60 will come off here, £3 there for using that code. Use it. It's multiple use across the weekend as well on everything aside from July launches. So please, please, please make sure you use that code to get the very best value for money. And just before we go to the break, something which we have available for you still, but now I have been reliably informed that we have less than 100 of these now to go around the template library. Expansion Pack 3, it's the green one, 15 brand new projects. You get all of the templates, you get all of the recipe cards in there as well. And of course, within the actual showstopper itself, you're going to get the mixed card stock in the rose gold. You're also going to get the tape pen, and you're going to get a red liner tape. That extra, the extra goodies you've got there should cost you an extra £26.80 or $35.95. You're paying just an extra £15 or $20 within that bundle. But it is, I know it sounds silly to say this because we've got just under 100 left. It is going to be last call on this because a lot of people will be getting up now. A lot of people will be shopping for this right now. So if you want the template library, get it whilst you can. If you just want it on its own and you don't want the showstopper, it is also available for you as an individual item, but just check the web, shop the day for that, but go quickly, get it in your basket, get it checked out. We are going to take a short break. When we come back, more inspiration with Craig, and it will be getting to that point where we'll have to do the demo of the show vote as well. So any more questions and comments, fire those in, and we'll come back with you in about 3 or 4 minutes time.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What did she do?
Exactly
what
how
did she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are. Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Welcome back, everybody. Just a few quick comments coming through. Lots of love for Craig's last card. You get to vote for your favourite very shortly. Colleen says, Craig, we have a lot of wrestlers who live here around our community in Florida. I know you love watching all the wrestling. And then Susie says, remind me to tell you how to get to Hulk Hogan's house next time you go to 8 to 10, Craig.
Do you know that it's funny? That's not. Do you know why a lot of them live in Florida?
Is it because of the headquarters? Oh, NXT.
NXT.
Oh, right.
So headquarters is in Stamford, Connecticut.
Yeah.
But yeah, NXT, the developmental brand, have their own show. That's based in Florida. Based in Florida, and a lot of them on the main roster will kind of just live in Florida as well. So they'll go there to train, and then they'll travel out to the cities that they need to. But yeah, do you know something? When I'm in Florida, I would love to go, certainly Miami, Florida, that way, to Hogan's shop. That would be awesome.
Can you imagine if you met Hulk Hogan?
Could you imagine?
What you gonna do, brother?
I need to be asked back to NHS first before.
NHS?
That.
HSN?
HSN. What did I just say?
NHS.
NHS. Definitely don't want to go back
No,
there.
me and you've had enough of that this week, haven't we?
We've had enough this week, absolutely. Yeah, we don't want to go back there.
Donna Yam says, OMG, Ben, watching, always watching. No one ever gets it. Roz from Monsters Inc. Absolutely, Donna. My Acetate came yesterday, says Renee. It is gorgeous in person. Hi, Ben and Craig, says Stacey Walton. I used to watch the wrestling in the 80s and 90s with my nephew Carl. My favourite was The Undertaker and Paul Bearer. Although I also like the British Bulldog, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh my God, Bret Hart and the British Bulldog SummerSlam.
Yeah.
What a match.
92.
92. What a match.
We used to do the washing line on each other all the time with our friends. That's the clothesline, I think you mean. But the washing line is good. I like that. Clothesline, washing line. Maybe it was called that back in the day.
But look how many of you crafters at home.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whether it's because you watch it or you have had your family members in the past that watch it as well. See what I mean? Isn't it funny, that connection of wrestling and crafting as well?
Susie just says, show my age. We used to yell Superfly Snooker as we launched ourselves off the couch. Yeah, Jimmy the Superfly. Yeah, flying off the top rope. And good morning, says Heidi Hess. Don't you gentlemen look so dapper and professional? You two are professional, but also full of shenanigans. I love watching you together. It seems like it's been a while. It has been a while since we've been together. And like you say, we are always dapper, always professional, and always full of shenanigans. I kind of hope that we get it all in the sort of right proportions most of the time. Shall we have a look at the half creator card dies? Because these are amazing. Launched last week, me and Debbie. It was Debbie, wasn't it? These absolutely flew out of the door. We'll get the details up for you on the screen here. Here we go, the 6-piece collection. £80 or £93.60 for these, and we were chatting about these because what they do is they combine, I think, what you love about a creator card and then the what you love about edgeables as well. So you've got that with this beautiful wreath. You have got the ability then to be able to cut that into your cardstock to create that Okay.
Just try to do that discreetly. And then
it was so obvious.
Just walk past right at the close-up there, just right behind Ben.
This is where we're professional, but we also have the shenanigans, you see. I think you're going to need to go and...
I was just looking for a die set that I might be using in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, didn't quite do that discreetly.
No.
I'll go.
So you've got your wreath there. as well. You've also got the beautiful Christmas tree. We have got, we'll have a look at these in just a little while actually, but we've got some fantastic examples of these, because whether you're cutting these into your cardstock and then maybe just adding a bit of colour, they look amazing. Maybe layering a bit of acetate behind and colouring them in, maybe doing a bit of paper piecing with these too. They are just absolutely brilliant and so super versatile for loads and loads of different Christmas projects. And once again, we kind of cover lots of different styles of Christmas here. These jingle bells, I mean, goodness me, fantastic. One of the demos that we did with these, again, paper piecing, looks absolutely fantastic with those in particular. Then we've got the Christmas ornaments, the baubles, and once again, like, just appreciate how stunning this is and how stunning that you get the detail cut into your card here, and then all of this stunning edgeability. Then you're going to get that star. This is called the, well, say star, it's a snowflake. It's like mandala-esque, that, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Once again, saw Debbie doing some beautiful paper piecing with this one. Great, again, if you want to do your colouring with that too. It just looks the absolute business. And then last but by no means least, the beautiful poinsettia. They're nice and easy to work with as well, because you've got everything here for you, just lining this up simply with your cardstock, cutting in, and then having that beautiful cutout as well. That's why they're that half and half. You've got that half sort of creator card, half edgeable effect, and you're getting that full set there, the 6-piece collection, for just £80 or $93.60 if you are a platinum member. Thank you for all the demos, says Paula. I will be getting all of these out and trying them. Thank you again. You two are the very best, says Paula. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ellen Cottis says, my favourite was Johnny St. Clair.
Gosh, that takes me back.
And I gave first aid to Cat Weasel, says Ellen. I remember Cat Weasel on World of Sport. Do you remember Cat Weasel?
Briefly or vaguely.
Yeah. Because of you, Craig, says Coletta, I had a peek at Friday Night Wrestling here in the US. Sherry says, loving the pink on Ben and the tie Craig has on. We've gone very smart today. We're in the pink today for it's Barbie Day, of course, to release the new Barbie movie. Who's going to go and see that? Let us know. It's not a movie I would potentially go and watch, but he's put his hand up, that guy. But the reviews have been very positive, so I think I might pop along.
John Cena's in it.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he actually in the movie?
Yeah.
How do you know, though? Because you can't see him.
Very, very briefly, because there was an interview with Margot Robbie. They were filming at the same place wherever they were. He was doing a different film. She went up to him and said, oh my God, while you're here, do you want to do a cameo? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. No agents, no nothing. He rocked up. They made a part for him within that film. He filmed it and he's part of the movie.
Huh. But
the power of being famous.
But you won't see him, though.
You won't see him,
You won't see him. Deborah Butker says, I used to work for Sharper Image back in the late 90s, and Hulk Hogan came into my store in Tampa. I sold him a massage chair. He's a very nice man. It must have been a big chair, is all I can think.
Must have been.
Hulk Hogan is a big, big guy, isn't he? And Cat Butt says, my daughter-in-law is a cousin to William Regal.
No way!
That is brilliant!
That is awesome. The UK's very own William Regal.
Yes. Uncanny how things connect. Listen, we've loved the chat. This has been brilliant today. So much. Great chat. Crafting, wrestling, and all sorts. Listen, I've just looked at the time. I've chatted on far too long. What can you show us with these half creator card dies in about 10 minutes, Craig?
Right, let's do it. Let's dive in. So what I've already done, 7x7 card blank, and I've done a matte and layer. Now, I've gone in with the navy. This one here, this is our navy pearlescent, which is from the Snow Queen. Then I've gone in with my red luxury, that is the satin, matte and layer, and then I've just done a blank insert that you can see here. So what we're going to do is let's bring in some of the white shimmer, white pearlescent, also from Snow Queen. Now I've cut it to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and I've just done a pencil line at top and bottom because I'm going to use this in a slightly different way.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is we've got, of course, our die, as Ben was explaining before. You've got the detail, 1/2 cuts in, 1/2 cuts out. What we've got is our 2 cutting points, top and bottom, that gives you the centre. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line those top parts up to the actual pencil line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to secure that with my low tack tape. We're going to come along and then we're going to die cut that. Same plate configuration as you are used to. So frosted magnetic top plate. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that again in the baby blue shimmer card that comes within the Snow Queen. I was going to be using just a plain piece of heavyweight acetate, but I've actually cut a bit from the acetate bundle that Ben was showing you as well. And it's a nice way to show how you can use it together. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the die off. Now remember, 1/2 will cut away.
Yeah.
So we're just going to take that one off. We're going to carefully take that one off here, take the tape. Now, because of the size, we just need to go in and do that little nick, and then we're just going to do the same within that one there.
How good does that look? That's
So
immense.
how fab does that look? Now, I know when these launched with yourself and Debbie's showed you how you can use them into the side of a card blank, which is, of course, one of the concept ways. So this is a nice way to expand them that little bit more. So there it is when it comes to its white shimmer natural form. I mean, how elegant is that? It really, really is. So what we're going to do, let's take that same die, and then we're going to flip our plates. And then I've done the same with this baby blue shimmer.
Yeah.
5 3/4 by 5 3/4. I've done a little pencil line top and bottom that we can then line them up. We're then going to come along, just make sure I've got no bits there, run that one through. And then as we then run that one through, what we can do is we can then come along and we're going to do a drop shadow. You can do the blue on the top with the white at the back. That also just looks absolutely beautiful. But we are going to do it with the white on the top and the baby blue on the bottom. Or keep calling it baby blue. It's like an ice blue with it being from the Snow Queen. But we're just going to take that one off. We're then just going to take that one off. And then once again, we're just going to snip. And then we're just going to snip into place here. And even with that one, let's just pop that bit out. And even if you wanted to leave it with just the blue, that equally looks sophisticated that we can see here.
Looks good.
So what we're going to do is let's go in. I am, just for speed, let's use the dots. You can use your spray if you want, or once again, if you've got your adhesive spray, that would be a good one to use. But we're just going to go over. And what we're going to do, Ben, is we're going to create a drop shadow. But what we're going to do, instead of doing what I usually like to do and bring it down to that bottom right-hand corner, we're going to move it into the side.
Okay.
So we're going to move it into the side here. So we will have no cardstock, no blue cardstock around that outer edge because we've pulled the white to the left. So therefore, the ice blue is just popping out to that right-hand side. Look how 3D that makes it look.
It does.
Really makes it pop. So what we're then going to do, let's do that again. Now, at home with my finished sample, for this, Ben, I would use my tacky glue because I'm going to go on to acetate.
Yeah.
Now, I know if we go back to the adhesive talk, some people think acetate, non-porous surface, you can't use a tacky glue. You absolutely can. You just need to let it dry for longer.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is I've taken a piece of that foiled acetate that you were showing, and I've also cut it to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. These have all got your protective backing on the back. So that's it there. Now, it's maybe not the best way to show it, but then if I peel that off, look how clear that is.
Yeah, it becomes so much clearer.
It's the difference. Cloudy because it's got the backing. So take it off. That gives you that clear look. What we're then going to do is then, because it's the same size, I'm just going to line that up and press that in. And then we can see here, we're going to get that bit of acetate with that sparkle.
That's great.
Just popping through. What we can then do is, now I'm not going to do this, but what we can do, die cut that again into red shimmer. Die cut that again into red satin from our luxury. Die cut it in the green satin from our luxury, and then you can then come along and then do your paper piecing, which is no surprise because I've been in a paper piece in mood.
You have.
So you're just going to work your way along. This is, again, Ben, selective paper piecing. I'm not going to do it all, but once I've done the holly and once I've done the red for the bow, then keeping in mind I just used normal acetate because I changed it last minute. What we've then got is we've then got the bells.
That's amazing.
With the paper piece.
Yeah.
I've already taken the backs off my foam pads here.
Yeah.
Press that one on, and then from our new festive frames, what I've done is I've taken piece, drop shadow white onto blue, navy pearlescent matte and layer, using that bit of red. The reason I've used red is because the bow is red and I'm pulling it all out together.
Yeah.
That can just overlay down there, and then look at that. Beautiful, sophisticated, it's got that elegance as well. It's got that extra creative touch, but what it's not done is it's not done it straight into the card blank. We've done it in a separate layer, drop shadow, paper piece, and then there we go.
I tell you what, mister, that is an awesome final project. Get those lined up and we will do a vote very shortly. I'll just recap on everything that you'll get in the bundle. A few comments as well. I got the baubles and the snowflake half creator cards, says Cindy Condi. They are even better in person. Excited to create cards with them, just waiting on my Snow Queen to arrive. Hannah says, I love how you two will discuss wrestling in one breath and your favourite flowers in the next. You'll be the plaid lads, but we'll dress up for Barbie Day. You are the antithesis. There's a big word. You are the antithesis. I can't even say it. You are the antithesis of toxic masculinity. Thank you. I think that's the first time I've ever said the word antithesis on the show. Loving the Barbie vibe, guys, says Margot. Both looking very handsome today. Thank you. Donna Yam says, I have the bauble half creator card die on its way. Colette saying, I really like the patterned acetate for the background. And Maria Russell saying, stunning card, Craig. I'll tell you what, before I recap on the boards, shall we get the vote going? And then I'll show you all the other half creator cards that you will get. So get ready for a professional pan here from Jamie as Craig takes you through the cards.
Number one, which is from our gift cards. Number two is from our abstract dies. Then we've got number three, which is from our 'Tis the Season.
Charlie Robin.
Where we used the pick of the day pencils as well.
Yep.
And then we've gone in with our half-fold creator card dies, a little bit of paper piecing, but using every single set that I've used, all 4 different sets in a different way when it comes to each one. So 1, 2, 3 or 4.
You've got about 2.5 minutes to get your vote in, so vote wisely, friends. If you want to get the Christmas half creator card dies, this 6-piece collection is still available for you. 101.94 or 119.70 comes down to £80 or $93.60 if you're platinum. Don't forget as well, if you have joined us for the first time today, or maybe you're thinking about making your first purchase today with us, make sure you join the club. Look for that Club Inspire logo on the website. It's free to join. Just need your name, email address, you create a password, and you're in. You are in, and you'll get 20% off your first order. And then when you start spending, for every pound or dollar you spend, you get a point. The more points you get, the more you save. These would be a great first purchase, though. I mean, seriously, again, just with that quick demo with Craig there, showing you just how fantastic these are for creating really stunning cards with ease. And as you can see, these are that kind of hybrid, aren't they? Hybrid of create a card and edgeable. Colour them in, paper piece them, back them onto a bit of acetate. I loved Craig's demo with the bells. I think they look absolutely brilliant. But you've got 6 different designs across this set once again. You've got the poinsettia. I mean, this for me, I just think, I mean, how do we even do this? I said this when we launched them. How do we get so much detail into a piece of metal? It's incredible what our guys come up with and engineer, and then you, with one pass through, are able to create something so detailed and so beautiful as that amazing snowflake right there. That's the second of the dies that you're getting in the set. Then you're going to get the baubles. Once again here, just so much detail in that die to allow you to cut in and cut out. You're also going to receive the bells, so if you want to recreate Craig's demo completely, then you will definitely need that one. I think I'm right in saying, again, all of these are available as individuals. If you do want to go down that route, you can, but obviously the best value for money is to go for the full collection with that beautiful Christmas tree, And then last but by no means least in this set, you've also got that beautiful wreath as well. Another one, prime, I think, for paper piecing, if you love doing a little bit of that. All of those dies launched literally, I think it was last week, wasn't it? I lose track of the days. Either last week or the week before, for just £80 or $93.60. Worth bearing in mind that on the website for you right now as well, we have that code. July 20 is the code that you need to be using across the weekend, and as I understand it, is multi-use as well. So you can use it today. Then, if you see something like tomorrow, or indeed on Sunday, use it again. The only thing you can't use it on is on July launches. But if you go to the website, you'll find out more details about that, and you'll also find out details about our throwback event. There is a section on the website to see some fantastic deals and fantastic items of weeks and months gone by that you can still also use that July 20 code on. So absolutely worth having a little bit of a look at that. Just before we disappear, the floral sentiment dies. These ones, yeah. Now, winter floral expressions dies, these are called. Originally, these launched with the little decoupage elements. Just got the dies on their own now, but these really are fantastic because what you've got are the 2 dies to be able to create the card shape itself in the 4 different words, which I'll show you here, and then also having your matte and layer die as well. So you can pop these just onto a piece of cardstock if you want, create the whole card itself, and then use that big O to decorate up with things, maybe with like those topper pads that we launched yesterday, potentially. But I'm sure you'll have lots of elements that you can decorate these with in your craft room right now. But you're getting holly, you're getting snow. You could, Dean, use it as a little frame potentially to put a picture of a family member in. Joy and Noel. £26.40 or £31.20. We'll just have a quick look at some finished samples with Craig here, and then I'll give you the result of the demo of the show.
So this one actually won demo of the show within Wake Up Call. So I've done that one this morning. So that one demo of the show this morning. So you can go back and watch that if you want to, but keeping it in that simpler form. But then you can then chop into them as well, so you can separate them if you want.
That's brilliant.
Look at that one there with the joy, where you can use that as an actual stopper element within the card. What about going in and doing your foldbacks that you can see just here? But then with these ones as well, what these are initially, the concept was with these ones, is they actually create an actual card blank. There's a fold at the top. But to eliminate that, when you die cut it, you're just going to chop that out. I showed you within Wake Up Call. But then as you were showing earlier on, or saying just a moment ago, what about a photo? Into the back there, just popping out.
Yeah.
Any of your decoupage toppers that you were showing.
That's from the 'Twas the Night as well, isn't it? Is that from the 'Twas the Night, that candle?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got their larger one again. So the concept as well is there, but bringing in any of your stamps or your decoupage. Here we go again.
Beautiful.
You can see just here. So all of them ones. But yeah, if you want to see how that one's made, then afterwards you can always go back to Wake Up Call on our YouTube channel and have a look.
Over 50% saving on that collection. It's been a show, this, hasn't it? It has been a show. I'll remind you very quickly of our launch in just a second before we disappear, because unbelievably we still have some available. But the demo of the show. Four.
Oh, number 4. Yeah, I could take that.
Yeah. What was that? Yeah.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
It's going to be a Craig win today, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, it will be.
Will be a Craig win.
Yeah.
I'm thinking yes, because you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for all the votes. Make sure you join me and Craig later on for launch day. 6 o'clock launch for the new template library. Wow. I am surprised we've still got any left. I think it was one of those things where I think we thought, We thought we had X amount of stock, and then we were sort of limited, thinking, oh, there's only a handful of these left, and somehow more stock was found. I don't know where it's found, don't ask me, I don't know. But what I can tell you now is that we are limited on the template library. We do now have double figures remaining if you want to grab it, whether you're going for the showstopper or whether you're going for the template library on its own. 15 brand new templates with the recipe guide to go with it too. If you want to go for the showstopper, you will get everything that you're seeing in the picture here. So you get your mixed luxury cardstock, you get that red liner tape, and then also one of our tape pens. The deal on the showstopper is basically you're paying an extra £15 or $20 to get the rest of those goodies there, which would cost you £26 each or $35.95. So you're making a saving of around about £12 or $15 when you go for the showstopper. £32 or $40 is the platinum price on that. If you just want to go for the template library expansion pack on its own, then you can do that. And I know a lot of people have asked, do you need to have the other sets? You don't, it's completely standalone, but if you've got the other sets already, no doubt you've probably already bought it. But if you haven't, get a wiggle on. Do not wait until launch tonight because whatever we have left will be snapped up like that. If you like it, if you've used the previous ones and you love it, buy it now and then come back and watch launch with me and Craig later on, and we will furnish you with lots of great ideas, loads of hints and tips, loads of demonstrations, and probably one or two laughs as well. Massive thank you to Craig, thank you to all the team, thank you to you guys for watching as well. We've had a fabulous show. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you over in the other studio for launch day in a couple of hours. Until then, bye for now.
Toodles.